Here we are, week 2, the last week of pre-season. I'm here with Max and Jack, who you may know, you may not know. If the latter is the case, then I apologise for introducing them to you. Let's have a look at Division 1, shall we? Shall we start with the results as usual?
Yeah, absolutely.
I suppose so, if you really want to.
Yeah. So, Black Parade 0, Lolth's Buccaneers 0. This was the Delph-off. That's Josh versus Dave Bowden.
Dave? Yep.
Yep. What was the decider there? Well, Dave got his KO back. Wow, he was pretty lucky on GFIs and dodges as well. Whereas it looks like slightly less fortunate for the Black Parade.
Yeah.
They attempted 7 catches, so I'm assuming his ball carrier got dislodged a fair few times as well.
Yeah.
Judging by that. And a lot of passes that didn't work. It looks like he couldn't really elf, by the looks of things. Lolth's Buccaneers didn't have to make any passes. I'm assuming neither of you two saw this.
No. I don't know if there's truth to this, but I heard that apparently Dave Bowden didn't actually spend any of his paid cash. I don't know if there's actually any truth to that or not, because I wasn't there to watch it.
Oh.
But apparently, from what I've heard, Dave Bowden had a lot of petty cash and he forgot to spend any of it.
And still won?
Yeah.
Wow.
From what I heard, anyway. Don't quote me on that.
Probably just flexing, right?
Yeah.
Well done, Lolth's Buccaneers. Now, this next game, I actually saw this, and it was an epic, obviously, because it was 3-3.
Yeah.
This was really, really quite something. But you are the coach of one of these teams, Max. So do you want to take us through it?
First kick-off, the Vampires got a blitz, put themselves in a brilliant position to just recover the ball and score turn 2. Then it was back and forth scoring till it got to the second half, where he didn't really have any players left. And in reality, all he had to do was stand with the ball and he would have won. But he decided to get greedy and try and go for the 4-2 win. Failed the throw, ran in, picked it up, scored.
So basically, he gifted you a point.
Basically, yeah.
It's pity on you, Max.
To be fair, like a 3-3 draw against Norse as an opening game of the season for Vampires, you can't really be disappointed with that, can he? Even if you did throw away a win.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Plus, you got a level up on a Thrall on Scarab.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He also did, how many Bloodlusts did he do? He did 43 Bloodlusts and only failed 3 of them.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. And
as a vampire coach, Jack, what do you have to say about that? Jack?
Well, there we go. There's Jack's opinion. He's just disgusted at the look that he's seen. So, moving swiftly on. Clan of Cthulhu 2, RPG Starter Pack 2. We've got a cheeky little level up on the Witch Elf there. That's what we like to see.
Yep.
So, as an Underworld team, drawing 2-2 away against Dark Elves, you've got to be pretty happy with that, right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty... Greg's pretty good, so not to take anything away from him, but that's a pretty shoddy result for the Dark Elves opening game of the season, isn't it?
A lot of SPP on the Dark Elves, though.
Oh, yeah? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
to be
God.
fair. Yeah, I didn't see that, yeah. So he farmed SPP. That's pretty decent, I guess,
yeah,
in that regard. But still, the Underworld have got to be pretty happy with that, I imagine. Tentacles didn't do the job for the...
4 armor breaks as well. So there's been a severely battered from the looks of it.
Yeah. It looks like he actually had a bit of a rough time with some of this. 72% really stupid. He only got to use his chainsaw twice before it exploded, which is kind of annoying, isn't it?
He only had 1 KO, but he failed it.
Yeah, casualties were pretty rough. Yeah, looks like he had a bit of a bad time. So the fact that he came out of it with a 2-all draw, he's got to be pretty pleased with. Oh, look at that. Clan of Cthulhu, 0 for 5, wake up after KO. That's how he managed to draw.
Oh, yeah.
There's a key stat
That
right
explains it.
Yeah, well, good result for the Underworld. I'm sure they'll be happy with that. St. Nico's Flying Circus 2, Rivendell Reavers 1. I am surprised at that.
I'm
very
also surprised. I was going to be expecting Sean was going to walk all over Fritch. Sorry, Fritch.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Not just like Sean being really experienced at Blood Bowl and playing his team, but also just Kislev versus High Elves. You just expect the High Elves to win, don't you? I mean, he got quite a fair bit of SPP.
He got a lot more SP than the Kislev did, but they just couldn't do it.
And I mean, in previous seasons, farming SPP for Division 1 teams has been a good policy, but this is the first season where literally a third of the Division 1 teams will not make it to the playoffs. So you need those points. You need to get those early points. You can't just sit back and hope to put the work in later in the season. So that's a really, really good result for Fritch. He's got to be really pleased with that. Yeah, well done. Let's take a look at...
Sean failed 9 wake up after KO rolls.
Wow, that's becoming a theme.
That could possibly be a factor.
Wow, look at that. So he must have got like borderline pitch wiped at certain points then. If he suffered 14 KO'd players at various points or over time anyway. Yeah, that sucks. Let's have a look at another Kislev victory. Kislev Superior, Dynamo Vostroya 2, Midori no Shio 1. I mean, usually you expect Orcs to do well, but actually this Kislev team is kind of AIDS.
And Ewan has become very, very good at using them.
And he's got a season's development on the Orcs. And I don't know if the Orcs have got any tackle, which might...
I don't believe they did.
Yeah.
I think they might have had 1, but that's it.
Well, he tried 4 dodges with his Orcs, so that's always a bad sign when you're having to do that. Looks like he tried to pick the ball up 10 times as well and failed 4 of them, so that kind of sucks for him.
Yeah.
Dynamo Vostroya, on the other hand, he had a lightning bolt. How the hell did he get a lightning bolt? What the hell? Is that like a stadium upgrade? Surely he's not got the high TV.
No, it's Blood Bowl 2, so he'll be rolling that.
Against the lightning bolt, right. Oh, so he succeeded. Right, so the lightning bolt didn't work, basically. He picked up all 5 times. His boneheads were extremely lucky. Yeah, it looks like he had some good dice here. Not taking anything away from him again, but... Yeah.
Unless he's got the stadium that gives them both a wizard. No, they don't.
Yeah, no, it looks like he was able to Kislev, and the Orcs weren't able to Orc, to put it bluntly.
Yeah.
But still, it's only 2-1. It's early days. Another Orc loss, Cincinnati Ben Orcs 0, Russian Rotters 2. That is a surprising result, frankly.
I didn't watch this, but I was in the call while they were doing it, and Orc Armor did not hold.
Well, look at the statistics. 0% ball possession, 0% occupation of own half, 0% occupation of opponent's half, 0 passes, 0 catches, 0 interceptions,
Kenny
0 kills.
Slightly salty in the chat.
Yeah, I bet he was. It looks like he didn't even turn up. He had half as many blocks as the Rotters. Wow, that looks like an absolutely AIDS game for him.
And the Rotters had 6 chainsaws go off.
And 100% success with them.
Nobody died, and he only had 1 injury inflicted on him. So while that looks like a terrible, terrible game, it's not a season ender. It's not the end of the world. There's still another 10 games to be played. So berate. Let's have a quick look at those stats. I mean, he tried 2 passes. He failed most of his pickups. He barely rolled any block dice. Yeah, that's terrible. Oh well. I wish I'd have seen that. That sounds hilarious.
It sounded hilarious in the call.
Let's have a look at where those teams are at after this, then, shall we? So, Russian Rotters, I believe they got a level up on a warrior at the very least, which is what they want.
Yeah.
What have we got going on here? So he's got 100k in the bank. He really needs to get some line chaff now, doesn't he? Get some Rotters.
I'd buy a third Pestigor as the next buy instead of the extra rotter at this point, because they give you the speed you need.
Yeah,
and they are just
they can be built into a lot of things, can't they? As well,
they can be your. You can give them wrestle tackle strip ball, and they can take the ball down. You can have a blitzing piece with block mighty blow claw.
Yeah.
You can have your ball carrier with sure hands, extra arms.
You could build a passing a passing Pestigor. You could build a dedicated Fowler. There's so much you can do with them.
I wouldn't build your Pestigor into a Fowler.
No.
Because you only get 4 of them, and they're the only speed you have on your team. So I'd build the rotter into the Fowler, since they get general access. So dirty player isn't that hard to get on them.
Yep. Either way, you need some line chaff, but this is looking good. Yeah, those Nurgle Warriors are nice. It's a shame about that one that really, really... Thing is, I imagine he's not throwing any blocks with that one guy that doesn't have block, is he?
It is so difficult to level up Nurgle Warriors because of they don't have... You can only realistically do it through block. So unlike regular Chaos Team, because they're Agi 3, you can just give them the ball and score with them a lot early, get them block, then they just get all the recipe from blocking. Nurgle, you can't do that because of the Agi 2. They're not reliable enough to do it, so you just have to... You're relying on getting on the catch to level them up.
Yeah.
Which is a lot harder if you don't have block.
If he gets another level up on that Pestigor, you'd make him a Claw Mighty Blow, right?
Which one? Sorry?
The one that's already got Mighty Blow.
Oh yeah, definitely give him Claw, making your blitz in peace.
This is looking like a pretty good team. He's going to start suffering from bloat soon, though. But
it's inevitable with Nurgle.
Yeah, he really does need some line chaff, though. Like, if he takes a couple of early hits, early removals, he's going to be struggling. But fortunately, he's got the cash for it.
Oh yeah.
Let's take a look at the Benorks. 1,710 TV.
Oh, that thrower.
That is a really, really nice thrower. I don't know how he failed so many passes, frankly. What's happened to this lineman? He's just an MNG. He'll be fine. This is fine.
Yeah, but it's
only a lineman.
Nearly block on every player. Actually looking like nearly guard on every player as well.
Yeah, this is getting pretty disgusting.
I'm not looking forward to for this round. I've got to face this.
That thrower is ridiculous.
He's even put the Goblin in just for that one turn potential.
Yeah.
Which is going to be big.
Yep.
Make them set up differently.
Really, the thing that's lacking on this team is Black Orcs, isn't it? Two basic Black Orcs.
But again, it's like with the Nurgle Warriors. Because you can't reliably just score with them, you need to get the cash on them. And if you're not getting the cash on them, they're not leveling up, and then everyone else, they just get left behind.
Yeah. Still, good looking team that. Let's have a look at Kislev. So, Dynamo Vostroya. I don't know if we've had any changes here.
Don't believe there's been any changes.
That catcher's on the verge of leveling now. A couple of touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's going to be pretty disgusting. What would you give him next?
Not too sure. I don't play Kislev.
Probably catch, right? Because that's the only thing he hasn't got.
Yeah. He's got diving catch already, so catch gives him the reroll to the diving cat.
Possibly
which
sprint?
makes the catches already better. Sprint, yeah, it's always a good shout.
Yeah, unless he rolls doubles, obviously.
Yeah, if he rolls doubles, there's a multitude of things he could take.
Yeah, looking good. Not really much else to say about this. Let's take a look at the other Kislev. St. Nico's Flying Circus. Well, it looks like he suffered quite a lot of losses there. But the main thing is he's still got his key pieces, his 2 strength up and his agility up.
He's 10k off a bear as well. So after his next game,
he'll have his hitting power back.
And he's only lost lineman.
Yeah.
Other than Bear, obviously. Yeah, so he's at that point now, though, where it's great getting all these stat ups, but he's got no core skills because he's got too many stat ups. And you can't not take him, can you? Because having a catcher with 3 and a blitzer with 4 strength is ridiculous. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of putting the strength 3 up because it just makes him a regular person.
It does make him a regular person, but it means you can... Because there's going to be some people that are going to dodge into your cage and 2-die him because he's strength 2. At least if someone dodges into cage blitzing him, he's going to only be a 1-die instead of the 2-die.
And if you give him block as his next skill, there's a very real chance that people attempting to dislodge the ball from him are going to themselves get screwed over, or at the very least not get anywhere.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good skill up, but I can understand why some people wouldn't, especially if you've got options for a double.
Controversial choice for his Agi 5 catcher is to give him pass block, because with very long legs and Agi 5, I think he'll be intercepting on a 3.
Yeah.
So the pass block, someone does a throw, he just moves under it, catches it on a 3, goes to your turn, run over and score.
Yeah.
Really long leg stops a safe pass as well.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's literally cock blocking all the passing teams with that.
Yep. Doing it better than Nurgle can sometimes, because you all end up with the ball.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at Clan of Cthulhu. Lost 2-0, but I believe these are the guys that got a level up on a Witch Elf.
I believe they are.
He's now got 2 blodging Witch Elves with tackle, which is nice.
The Agi 5 Blitzer is nice, the Armour 7 is less nice, but I'd still keep him for the Agi 5.
He's just a quarterback now, isn't he, basically?
But he's given it leap from the looks of it. I think that's the leap icon.
Yeah, he has given it leap. Weird.
Well, it'll be leaping into a cage on a 2-up.
That's true, yeah.
So
risky though. He's gonna get his head kicked in.
Oh, second he fails something and goes down, I can guarantee he's gonna get stamped on. Because Agi 5 can't be allowed to exist.
Yeah, I would foul the crap out of him. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. Witch
Elves are developing nicely. Blodging tackle. Blodging on nearly all his blitzes other than the Agi 5 one. Guard lineman.
Next, right? So
yeah.
You can run him along the line.
Yep. So you don't frenzy yourself onto the line and just get knocked off the next turn.
Yep. Alright, looking good. Let's have a look at Please Stop Sucking, who had a bit of an SPP fest. Nothing to report with Vamps, so pretty same as before. That was his Scarab is leveled up, he's given him dodge. Yep. What do you reckon the logic is behind that? So he can get himself into... so he can sort of dislodge balls and stuff with wrestle.
I suppose so.
It's never a bad shout to put dodge on, because you are more of an Agi team than a Bashy team.
Yeah.
One thing I would be looking at is you've got niggling injuries on your Thralls, which with Bloodlust, they're a straight injury roll.
I'd think about...
He is your only kicker, though.
Yeah.
So that is...
Yeah, well, definitely that Strength 2 Thrall needs getting rid of, doesn't he?
That's what I was about to say about the Strength 2 Thrall. He's not really worth keeping.
Even on the 5 SPP, I'd be looking at getting rid of him.
Yeah.
You've got 40k in the bank to just replace him immediately anyway.
As a general rule, if you can't use them for line fodder, they shouldn't be there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
right, let's have a look at Lord's Buccaneers. More elves. So, this is basically a slightly...
less developed.
Yeah. Version of the previous one, right? But he's got a guard, so this is a more bashy version, right?
Yeah. Weird having 2 vessel instead of just 1. Suppose he's got spare. Movement down on a lineman. I'd maybe sack them when you get the money.
He's not even
money
got any SPP, has he?
Yeah, when you've got the money, sack him, I suppose. Is that a niggle on the Witch Elf?
It is a niggle on the Witch Elf.
That's tasty. For someone else, at least.
Yep. Not really much else to report here. I'm sure that they will develop nicely. So, rejected swimsuit models. Did you get anything off the last game? You must have done, right?
No.
Have you always had that thrower?
Oh yes, I forgot I even bought a thrower. My team was still loading in. Yeah, I decided to get a thrower by the pure fact of if he levels up, I can give him leader, and it's just a cheap reroll at that point.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I've got the thrower, and maybe so I don't have to keep my runner back so he can pick up the ball. So, and then after run forward, I can just pick up with the thrower, throw it to my catcher, then be off.
Yeah, fair enough.
I finally got some guard, which was nice.
I would say a bit more guard would be advantageous.
Yeah, definitely.
I've not actually rolled any doubles on this team until I got that guard, and because of how the last season was, I was against nearly fully dodge teams, so I built more into the tackle than the guard.
Well, there's a fair few dodge teams in this league as well, so I think you're probably situated quite nicely for that.
It's gonna be all right. It's just gonna mean when I go against the more bashy teams, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah. Well, looking good. Let's move on. Underworld RPG Starter Pack.
Always
These
a fun
guys
team.
Earned a draw.
Ooh,
Oh,
Troll is missing.
What is it? Just
a
an
niggling
MG?
injury on the Troll.
Oh, that's not so bad on a troll, is it? Unless
It's
someone
not the
gets it
worst.
and
He's-
outfouls it. What's this
I think the
line
main
rat
issue
got?
is it's going to be MNG.
Yeah,
You're
Yeah.
not going to have.
MMG on a blitzer as well.
That line rat's got a niggle, the giant rat. Rat Matt Slapper, what's this guy got? That's just an MNG.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That Underworld Goblin is immense though, isn't it? Big hand,
Yeah.
movement 7. That's
if
beautiful.
he gave that extra arms as well, he'll be running into a cage, picking up on a 2, no matter the tackle zones because of the big hand. Give him extra 2 heads as well. He'll be dodging everywhere on a 2, picking up everywhere on a 2, and he's just going to be picking up and getting the ball out of any situation he wants on a 2.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like they paid for it, but that 2-all
Yeah.
is a good start as well, so you'd be expecting them to probably get some decent... Especially if you keep throwing passes with that thrower.
Horns on a goblin would be nice.
Yeah.
The unexpected blitzing piece.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look at the High Elf. Rivendell Reavers. Ooh, he's got a gap in the roster. What happened there?
I think he's finally fired one of his catchers that got injured last season.
Right.
I think he's either fired it or it's died.
His
'cause
next
he
game
had
is going to be a one-catcher game as well.
he's got 2 catchers. He's got one at the bottom, and then he's he had for a while he had a catcher that had a stat down, and I think he's finally just fired it.
Right. This is looking depleted. This is not what you want to see at the beginning of your season, is it?
Oh God, no.
Saying that, he's got a few key pieces that all are pretty well skilled, and as
Yeah.
elves, you're all right with a few journeymen.
Yeah, he's got the tools to do the job. He could also afford to pick up another lineman if he needs to. Although I imagine you'd want to save up for another catcher, right? In this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting elf positionals are big.
Yeah. Plus the fact that they've got 3 armor means that they're not even really.
Do you mean
fight.
three? Do you mean 3 strength there, not
sorry,
3?
yeah. 3 armor
not
would
3
be
armor.
pretty bad. we would not be talking about that like it's an advantage. But yeah, 3
Honestly-
strength on a catcher.
Honestly,
Ridiculous.
I'd take the catchers just for the movement 8.
Yeah.
4 movement 8 players.
You can outwood
really
off
nice.
the woodies.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look at
Midori no Shio.
Sure.
Standard orcs, really.
Yeah,
I
but
suppose. Agile
the fact
Blitz
he's
is
got
nice.
he's got the dirty player, which we haven't seen on any of the other ones, which is nice. I
Dirty player
approve.
on an orc.
Well, it's just a lineman, isn't he?
Yeah. Just usually you see it on the goblin.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I mean, would
It's
you
not
take
got
a
a
goblin at this point? He's got the troll, right? He's got 160k in the bank. He needs to spend some money. He might as well get a goblin.
Because he's now getting extra money onto his TV just because he has more money. Because Blood Bowl 2 is stupid.
Yep.
The thing about having a goblin is it makes people set up differently when they know you can one turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just even if you're not going to do it, it's the threat of it can cause people to set up so much differently.
Yeah, definitely. I would recommend he gets a goblin, just to spend some cash, and you can always fire it if you don't want it, and it can be a good fouling piece.
It'll be a cheap investment as well because it'll take your treasury down by a little bit, but it'll make it enough so that it's not adding to your TV, and then you'll still be left with 120 just in case something goes tits up and someone important dies.
Yeah. Other than that, good looking orc team. Last Dark Elf team, the Black Parade. So, slightly less Witch Elf presence here. Only one leveled up Witch Elf.
Strength up on a blitzer, which is nice.
That's huge.
Blodging on most other blitzers. Guard on a blitzer. Mighty Blow block lineman.
And he's laid out his team in an attractive way that is easy to read, which is really
Well,
the best thing about it, in my opinion.
If the lineman was 1 down, I think.
Well, maybe, but I think what he's got is all the leveled up guys up here, or all the all the useful, the main important things up here, and then all his chaff down below.
Yeah.
That's at least how I saw it. I think that's how it was intended to be read. Dave, let us know. Was that? Oh, this isn't Dave. This is Josh.
No.
Oh, there's no
Or
Josh.
maybe there's just a death in the middle of that.
Maybe,
Yeah.
it could be just a happy coincidence, right? Either way, this is looking all right. I mean, all the Dark Elf teams are looking all right, aren't they? Really,
Yeah.
they're good teams. But yeah, not much else to say there. We won't have a lock at the leaderboard because it's meaningless at this point. But what we
Fair
will
enough.
do is have a look at next week's schedule. So.
Dark Elf off.
More Dark Elves. So which two Dark Elf teams played each other last week? It's Josh. Josh is getting all his Dark Elf games in first. So we've got the Dark Elves that lost last week versus Dark
The
Elves
Dark
that
Elves
drew
that
last
lost.
week.
I thought they both lost last week.
No, they the
Oh wait,
the
Clan
other
of
one drew.
Cthulhu drew. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
So Clan of Cthulhu with 1490 TV and one Journeyman, which will bump them up to 1560. And then we've got the Black Parade, who are at 1460, with one Journeyman that will bump them up to 1520? No, 1530. So not really much in it there for inducements. What do we think, lads?
Personally, I'd say the Clan of Cthulhu, just with the more development. He's got the Witch Elves both have tackle, so he can, and with the combined with the Frenzy, he can more than easily take down the other team's blodgers. The Agi 5 is just Agi 5 feels like cheating half the time. I'm with the bullshit you can pull off with it,
Yeah.
and being able to leap on a 2 into cages will be immense as well.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it. I think I've got to give it to Clan of Cthulhu. They've got a bit more tackle presence, which I think might swing it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think there's that much in it. The 5 Agi thing is immense, but if Josh has got any common sense, he'll go after it. I think it's probably going to be a high score draw, more likely. So I'm going to go with a draw. St. Nico's Flying Circus, please stop sucking.
Got to give it the Vamp.
I mean, I unironically think the Vamps will probably win.
Yeah, so you'd think they're vampires, so then Kislev will probably win, but
They're Kislev.
Fritch.
Well,
Sorry,
I don't know.
Fritch.
I'm not on the Fritch doesn't know what he's doing bandwagon that everyone else seems to be on. I don't think he's a bad player at all, but I do think his team's severely depleted, and without the tame bear to slap things around, I think he's going to have a rough time.
The vampires will be able to run circles around him a bit.
Yeah.
Fritz, there's no excuse to get better.
Well, either way, I think we all agree that it's Vamps, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
I hope prove us wrong, Fritch. Dynamo Destroyer versus Lolth's Buccaneers.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a tough one, isn't it?
Ewan's got an immense team and is very good, but Dave is in his element of he's an elf player.
Yeah.
There's also going to be a significant amount of inducement cash.
Oh yeah, Dave's going to get just under 400k inducement.
I think those inducements will probably swing it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the only way I found to be able to beat Kislev well is to hotpot them, steal the rerolls. They fail the leap, and that's that. That's the only way I've been able to face Kislev myself. He doesn't leap a lot, but it's always going to be that crucial leap.
Yeah.
And just starving him of rerolls in general, because Kislev don't start with many inbuilt rerolls. So taking away his own rerolls can be very, very useful. Not for him, at least.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. What are you saying, Jack?
Well, I think I've got to give it to Dynamo Destroyer and Ewan, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm still going to give it them, but...
I'm not. I think Lolth's
Fair enough.
Buccaneers will take it.
We'll wait and see.
Yeah, so Cincinnati Ben Orcs rejected swimsuit models.
Cincinnati Ben Orcs.
Yeah.
Max is going to lose.
Yeah, I'm gonna get destroyed.
Are you, though?
I am gonna get absolutely massacred.
I think you've got work going for you is you have a claw mighty blow.
That's That's why I'm going for me. But he has the guard, so I'm not going to be getting very, very many good blocks against him. He only has one. Well, he has 2 mighty blow with the troll, but Noth he has 3 mighty blow. So my armor 7 is definitely not going to hold.
You are going to get enough for the Master Chef, though.
I'm going to get a hell of a lot of inducements, however. What's going to hurt me the most, one of the things that's going to hurt me the most is I'm going to be missing an Ulfwerner, so I'm not going to have as much strength presence.
Well, you can induce a chainsaw, bribes, big guys,
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff, can't you?
At the best score I can think I can go for here is a draw, but I do believe I'm about to get massacred.
I'm going to give it to you, Max. I think you'll
Really?
win. Yeah. I want you to prove me right. Basically, I need to take some fruity predictions this season so that I can get a nice head start on the prediction league table that Sam
Fair
does.
enough.
So I'm going to give it to you. I think that if you use your inducements sensibly and get stuff that works wonders for you, you'll take it. So I give it to you.
Fair enough.
Russian Rotters RPG starter pack. Russian Rotters.
Yeah.
While he doesn't have tackle yet, he's got more than enough block to put the stunties into the ground.
Yeah, and that awesome passing piece that these guys have got. Is it these guys that have got an awesome passing piece? I'm pretty sure
no.
they have.
That's the RPG starter pack that's got the passing piece.
Yeah, this is RPG starter pack.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I thought you were talking about the Russian
Yeah, he's
Rotters
got pass strong arm. So
Yeah.
that's not going to do much good.
Disturbing presence is going to shut that down. Loop
Also,
missing
the troll's not going to be there. So
missing his troll is going to hurt a lot because that's his claw mighty blow gone. So he's not going to be able to break armor as easily.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Russian Rotters.
Yeah.
All right, Midori no Shio, Rivendell Reavers. This one's a tough one.
Yeah, the Midori no Shio has a very nicely developed orc team,
Yeah.
but Sean is a very good elf coach, but he seems a bit depleted. So if he starts losing players early, it's not going to go well.
Yeah.
Because
This one's a tough one to call.
He's going to be having a journeyman as well. I think 1, 2,
No, he's
4,
I
5,
think
6,
just
7,
off
8,
follow
9,
that,
10. No, he's only got 10 players.
Oh, okay.
He's got to miss next game.
How much is he going to get in inducements then?
So how much is one of his linemen?
I think he'll be getting
70. So Sean with his journeyman he'll be 1400.
So just
He'll be
about
getting
probably
140 inducement
yeah, probably going to be getting himself a wizard.
if he
something
chips
like
his 10k in.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've got to give it to Sean on this one, I think.
I think
Yeah.
If he
I'm
doesn't
gonna
get-
give it Sean.
if he doesn't get removals early, it'll go to Sean. If he gets removals early, it's going to swing to the orcs.
Yeah. I mean, I hope I'm proven wrong. I'd like to see the Orcs do well. I think it's his first season in a higher division.
Yeah.
But I think that Sean's very experienced. So I agree with that. Yeah, I'll give it to Sean, but I won't be surprised if I'm proven wrong. All right. Well, that's Division 1. Now for the fun division, Division 2. So, let's have a look at these results. Bonehead United 1, Black Hole Sunstars 0. These guys absolutely bummed the Chaos, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they absolutely battered them, which is hilarious because that's
They
not
intercepted
supposed
against the chaos.
to happen. Wow. What went wrong, Chaos? What could you not do?
I suppose 5 mighty blows a start.
Well, when you're attempting 3 passes as Chaos, you know things are not going well, right? And failing two catches.
Yeah.
Look at all those. Look at all those dodges.
Yeah.
He attempted 18 dodges. That's mental. I'm assuming that's just because ogres were basing him constantly or something.
I assume so.
I mean, I know this guy is an experienced coach, so I'm assuming that he was forced into a situation where he had to attempt 18 dodges. But that's crazy. That's really crazy. Threw a lot of block dice though. To be fair, threw way more block dice than the ogres.
Well, he'll be punching more snotlings, whereas Dave wouldn't have been blocking with snotlings very much.
Did
So
the
David
snotling
really
armor
good.
hold up or something? Like,
I assume it must have held up or something.
No, he inflicted 3 injuries and 2 KOs.
Yeah.
Wow, but the 4 KOs and 4 injuries. That's brilliant. All right, well, yeah. So, sorry about that. I don't know why I'm apologising. It's not my fault. Right, Woodtuggers 1, games my dad played 1. That is a really good start for the Gobbos, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, unfortunately.
Drawing against Wood Elves. What was that Wood Elf
this is
coach thinking?
What kind of terrible idiot Wood Elf? Oh, hi, Jack.
I know.
Hi,
Do
yeah.
you want to take us through this?
I think if we go to page 2 of statistics, it says all it needs to say, really.
Oh, God.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I inflicted 2 deaths upon myself. I think I've got another miss next game. It was brutal, but Chris, to his credit, did a good job of hiding the secret weapons and using them effectively.
Yeah. Lots of SPP on Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Tomb Raider did well in that game. I would say he was the MVP.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it was a severely depleted game for me, but...
Did you lose many... Well, actually, we'll save that answer for later. Wow, he hardly rolled any block dice as well. That's what I love about it. Like, you obviously just did that to yourself, didn't you?
I think it was a dodge and then a 2-die block that I killed myself on and didn't break goblin armor.
Well, at least your MVP didn't go to a dead guy. Alright, Timber and Tunes 3, branching out 2. Wow, that's quite a high-scoring game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again, not bad luck for the Wood Elves, but it seems that this time they only got one. Wood Elves only suffered 1 death, 5
At
casualties.
least, as far as we know so far, I don't think all the Wood Elves have got a movement down War Dance after their first game, as far as I know.
Well, that's
like
good.
last season.
Lots of SPP on both sides here. I mean, both teams got to be relatively satisfied, especially the Pro Elves, right? That is an absolute SPP fest there. What have we got? Yeah, nothing obscene here. Wood Elves didn't get the KOs back, which won't have helped. No one really threw any block dice at all in the grand scheme of things. This was very much an elf game. Yeah, not really much else you can say, really, here, is there? Everyone passed a lot. Lots of running. Elves. The end. Wait, what ball? 0. Halfling shortage 2. Both of these teams have got to have been pretty optimistic when they saw that they both got stunties in game 1.
Yeah. Not surprising that the Halflings won, though, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Halflings are better than Ogres.
The Ogres didn't behave. I watched a chunk of this game, and the Ogres were just constantly boneheading. That's the thing with Ogre teams, isn't it?
53 boneheads attempted, only 10 failed.
Yeah, but when it's like...
Yeah.
When
It's
those
when they
10
fail
made
at
up with like 4
the
in a
worst
turn,
times.
yeah. He's only got four Ogres, so when 3 of them fail in 1 turn, that's basically your turn screwed, innit? And that's, I think, the difference between... Because you were saying Wood Elves, Halflings are better than Ogres. Yeah, I agree. Unless you have a game where your Ogres behave.
Oh, yeah. It's just a case of they're few and far between.
Yeah, Halflings are reliable, at the very least. Like, they're
as
crap,
far as
but
stunties go.
Reliably crap, yeah. These Flings had a good time as well. 2 succeeded catches. Bit of a rough picking up, but it's not the end of the world, is it? Anyway, well done, Halflings, the superior race across the board. Absolutely Barking Mad 2, Journeyman United 2. So...
This is Graham.
No, this is
Graham's
Pete.
Puppy Power.
This is Pete versus Sam Unwin. 6 KOs sustained by Sam, which is bad for the game, but he's not suffered any deaths or casualties as Elves in his first match. So that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
He at least succeeded nearly all his KOs. He only failed 1 of them, which was nice at least.
Yeah. These Necros barely rolled any d6s at all here, which is kind of how you want things to be, isn't it? Succeeded all 3 of his pickups. That's nice. Rolled a lot of pushes, though. That is an obscene number of pushes.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's annoying, isn't it, when that happens?
He rolled more pushes. Actually, did he? Yeah, he rolled more pushes than all of Journeyman United's block dice altogether.
Yep. And what went wrong for the Journeyman United? 50% armour. That's pretty crappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, failed a lot of dodges for an elf team as well. But still, 2-all. I think they've both got to be pretty happy with that. MVP on linemen, though. That's kind of crappy. Right, Long Eaten Mess 1, White Meat 1. So, these are both new coaches. So I'm kind of glad they got paired up against one another.
Oh, Leo Diagnosis got 10 SP that match.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What is Leo Diagnoses?
He's
a skeleton.
He's a skeleton.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But still, that's, anything
If
getting
only it
10
was a
SPP.
blitzer.
Yeah. Dedicated Fowler, right there. I think he gave it wrestle, but I would have given it.
Yeah, he's given it wrestle. So looking from that, then he scored with it. He got a cash with it, and then he got the MVP on it.
Must be, yeah.
Because the only other SP he got was a 1 on Comrade the Hero. So I'm assuming he possibly passed it with Comrade the Hero to the skeleton, who by a miracle caught it, who then scored.
It's an intercept.
Oh, no, intercepts gives you 2 SP. Oh, right, yeah, so he intercepted the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I know for a fact that the Orc coach here didn't name his players. So it's amazing that his MVP went to a guy whose name is Pistachio. Like, that's a purely randomly generated name, and it generated Pistachio. That's brilliant.
Pistachio, will that go down in the annals of
It will.
along with Hook Mortis?
Yeah. If this game had the opportunity to create star players out of retired teams, Pistachio would definitely be one, regardless of what state he was in after 3 seasons. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good for both of you there. Nice start. Tears for Fears 2, MNG United 0. So
we just missed out 1.
Oh, okay. Puppy Power 1, Gamma Girls 1. Yeah, we'll check these guys out. So, leveled up Amazon Line Woman straight away. That's always nice.
Amusing fact for this game: first block of the game, Graham had a flesh golem die and failed regen.
Graham is one of the 2 people who have this week come up and said, "Can I reroll after 1 game?" Well, more on that later. Yeah. So, other than that, though, did it really go that bad for him? He failed his only pickup roll of the game, so I'm not sure how he scored a touchdown. Something
I believe he managed to catch it from inaccurate.
Right. Well, there you go.
From the ball falling over from somewhere.
It's a game cutting him some slack.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really much to say about this, is there? Everyone had pretty standard blocking dice. If anything, the Amazons had the worst of the blocking dice there, really.
Yeah.
And key stats, we've got... he sustained 2 casualties and 1 death, so that kind of sucks. But they both hit each other with about the same number of blocks. Yeah? Pretty standard stuff. Looks like they just took chunks out of one another. Certainly he's unlucky that the Amazon's armor held up, though, I guess. Anyway...
Yeah. The Flesh Golem dying turn 1 is huge as well, because they're not the cheapest piece.
No, that is Garbaggio. But we'll see how it goes for him in his next game. You never know. Right, Tears for Fears 2, MNG United 0. That's a pretty good result for the Norse there, isn't it?
They've had a death.
Yeah, MVP on Ulfwerner is very big, because they are fairly hard to level up early on.
Looks like they really took chunks out of each other as well.
Yeah.
And I mean,
4 casualties sustained by the elves.
Yeah.
3 casualties and a death sustained by Tears for Fears.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'll be interested to see what those are and how debilitating they are.
Yeah.
But other than that, not really much to comment on here, is there?
No.
4 pickups by MNG United, so evidently they must have kept picking it up on the reset and just being unable to get it past the touchline then. Yeah. Wow, Tears for Fears, 8 pickup attempts. What the hell happened in this game? Well, I wasn't around to witness it, so I guess that's just lost to the annals of time. Let's move
Until
on
you
to
play the replay function.
John Crows 2, Uzzcalak Bulls 1. That's a good
there's another page.
Opening result for the Dark Elves, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially considering they had 6% ball possession. What the hell?
What?
I
guess when he got it, they just scored immediately then.
Yeah, he must have done. Well, sorry, what were you saying, Jack?
It records it at how much you're holding it at the end of your turn. So you only have the ball at the end of 1 turn for the entire game.
Yeah, of course. Blood Bowl 2, programmed by monkeys.
Again, MVP on a Bull Centaur is very nice.
Look at those block dice for Charn Crows. That is bullcrap. Just like all pushes and nothing else.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, what happened with the Bull Centaurs here? It looks like they got to throw a lot of blocks. They just... they failed a good number of pickups. They failed 6 catches. So they must have kept dislodging the ball and being unable to pick it back up then.
Yeah.
That's all I can really assume from those numbers there. They got some decent SPP out of it, though. They got the better of the SPP, really. So, yeah, although they lost, I'd say that's probably a pretty good start for those guys.
Yeah. Good thing for them that these 2 first games won't actually count towards their actual season.
Yeah, it's just pure development. And last but not least, definitely not least, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, another Halfling team wins in Game 1.
Twice in a row against this team.
Yeah.
I think it's the armor breaks there.
Yeah.
You had 7 armor breaks against you.
Yep.
And 7 against him.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I outnumbered him. I mean, I'd like to say this is all because of how skilled and experienced I am with Halflings, but actually,
Halflings are actually quite a hard matchup for Lizards early because they
and the
they
fact
don't
that
have block, they don't have tackle.
Exactly.
They'll just run around his legs.
And the fact that he chose to start with 4 Sauruses and a Crocs means that we were kind of on a level footing, and he just couldn't deal with my trees, and they just kept knocking his Crocs off the field. And his Sauruses, so
it was a weird starting roster.
Yeah, but still, I'm pretty pleased with that. That's a good start for me. Shall we take a look at the teams?
If you really want.
I do. Littlefoot's Legion. Well, here he is. He's not lost anything permanently, so really that was just a waste of time for him. But other than that, he's just
Cash on a skink, MVP on a Saurus.
Yeah, literally nothing else to say about this team. Let's have a look at these Dark Elves. Charn Crows, what did we get here? Well, that's an AV down on a Witch Elf. This early in the season, can't really afford to replace her, can you?
Can't afford to replace her, but at the same time, I possibly wouldn't keep her because of how fragile she is now. She is as fragile as a halfling.
Yeah.
I would be tempted, especially if you're 50k off getting another one.
Yeah.
I would be tempted to fire them.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have to decide now, does he?
You don't have to fire them because they're on MNG, so it's not going to affect your next game at all.
But if you have the money after your next game to just get another one, fire and rehire.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
not worth keeping.
I mean,
also name your players.
Yeah, well, too late now. The rest of his team's looking pretty decent though. If he can hand off to or pass to that blitzer and get another touchdown. Get a level on a blitzer nice and early, then probably do the same thing with that lineman that's got 3 SPP.
Do the pass with the lineman on 5 SP.
Yeah. Going into the season with 3 leveled up Dark Elves would be huge.
Yeah.
Shame he won't be able to afford that Apothecary if he has to replace his Witch Elf, though.
Yeah.
Other than that, looking pretty good. Let's have a look at White Meat. Undead.
Ooh. So just wrestle on the skeleton.
Yeah, not the standard choice, but certainly nothing wrong with that.
Would have gone dirty player, to be honest.
I would have gone dirty player, but that's how we play.
With the amount of SP he's got on that one skeleton, he's nearly leveled up again.
Yeah.
After one game.
Is Wrestle a standard ability, a general skill?
Yeah, Wrestle's general.
Yeah. So, I mean, now that he's got Wrestle, what would you probably give him if he levels up again? Like Kick or
Tackle.
something?
Wrestle tackle.
Yeah.
Take the ball down. Ball carrier down.
Yeah, good shout. Yeah, looking good. Not really much else to say about this. He obviously wants to try and get some SPP on those mummies because he needs to try and get something on them, right? He needs to
get guard on them, get stand firm on them, and you're laughing.
Or block if you roll a double, obviously.
Oh yeah, but that's
looking good. Looking good. Wood Elves, Wood Tuggers. Let's see how bad this really is. So you've lost a War Dancer.
I started with 1.
Oh right, so you're an idiot.
So I started with 1 War Dancer and 2 catches because depending on how my cash rolls went, I'd be able to start the season with 2 catches, 2 War Dancers.
Yeah, fair enough.
So at the minute I'm 30k off being able to afford a second War Dancer. So the rolls have actually gone to plan.
Yeah, can't argue with that. To be fair,
you just unfortunately lost players.
So I lost 2 linemen, none of which had SPP. So I can't.
Who cares about linemen, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I would happily play Wood Elves with 2 War Dancers, 2 catches, a couple of passes, and just a bunch of journeymen.
I'd go with 4 catches over 4 catches.
Well, any number of catches, but the point I'm trying to make is, as far as
I
I'm
know
concerned,
what you mean.
Journeyman, lineman, and lineman might as well be the same thing for Wood Elves.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking pretty good.
I'm quite happy with how that team's gone.
You're going to try and score with that catcher again next game, then?
Well, I'll hopefully try and get the pass on the lineman, just to get that level up. put
Yeah.
dodge on it.
And then give him
And then-
kick.
Depending on how the level ups go, yeah.
All right, well, very enlightening. Let's have a look at the Chaos team.
Ooh,
So-
that's a lot of. That's
He's
a few
lost-
holes.
He's lost 2 Beastmen. I mean, it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, but you don't really want to have a journeyman on your chaos team when you're already having to when your rerolls are so precious already. You
What
don't
do
want to
you
have to be
yeah.
testing the loner.
It's an interesting one, this, because what do you think? So, right now, let's say if this was the team that would be going into, like, this is what it would look, what the team looks like at the end of this week coming up. You wouldn't take these into the main season, would you? You'd probably
No,
re-roll into something else. What would it take for you in his next game to think, actually, do you know what? This is worth keeping.
If you get decent SP on the Warriors.
I would
Yeah.
say SP on
If-
the Warriors and enough.
If the Warriors manage to get enough SP to be worth something, so even if they don't level up, even if they just get to the brink of leveling up and you get SP on all the Warriors, I'd keep the team. Even if I lose every other Beastman, if the Warriors all got enough SP, I'd keep the team.
Yeah.
I think you've got to consider as well as he lost his MVP.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that sucks as well.
So he's got a total of 4 SPP from game 1.
Well, we'll see how it goes. If he can get wailing on people with those Chaos Warriors, plus we haven't seen who he's drawn, but presumably it's another team that lost, so we'll see how that goes. Right, Halfling shortage.
It doesn't look like a shortage to me.
Yeah, if anything, there's an excess. Yeah, there's not really much to say here. He won his game, but he's not got any level ups. It's the same Halfling team that we looked at last week. They are Halflings though, so awesome, wonderful, fantastic. We love it. Moving on.
Personally, it's the better Halfling team in this division purely because of the multicolored names.
Well, actually, Max, I think you'll find that mine is better because I have a skill up. But we'll get onto that shortly.
Skills on everything.
Journeyman United, dodge on a catcher. Lovely. That's what we like to see. Not really
Yep.
much else to say about this, is there? It's obviously
Just
still very
elf.
early days. The fact that he's still got all 11 elves is huge. So
Yep.
he's got to be pretty happy with this. He's now got his apothecary. He's also got enough for another lineman to give him a bit of line fodder, which I think he should probably do.
Yeah.
Other than that, not really much to say. So, moving swiftly on. Goblins.
Games my dad played.
Yep. best naming convention.
And the exact same as last week.
Yeah, it's the exact same as last week. He's got 110k in the bank, so maybe time for an apothecary.
Yeah, apothecary, or just save it in case
I'd say
someone
for
goes
you-
tits up. Yeah,
Yeah, stash it up in case he loses a troll.
yeah.
Oh yeah, all right, good.
Maybe
stuff.
From-
buy the Pogoer.
Yeah,
From-
Pretty
yeah.
nice. Movement
promise.
7, leap.
Yeah,
From his talks in our game, he was looking at buying the Altar of Nuffle so that he can be buying Bomber Dribble Snot and Chainsaws
Yeah.
and Fungus
yeah,
reliably. So I
Yeah,
think
not a bad idea.
yeah.
You'll
not
need
bad
to
at all.
save quite a bit more money for that, though, unfortunately.
Let's have a look at these necros. So that's a strength down on a zombie, so that's just going to get fired,
Sack.
isn't it? Yeah. Other than that, he's almost got enough for his second white.
Yeah.
Which is the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah, strange he started with only one white, or did one die or something.
No, he started with one because he wanted to get 2 werewolves, 2 flesh golems, and 3 rerolls, which
Fair
is
enough.
risky. But when you've got a preseason,
Yeah,
it's not necessarily the end of the world, is it?
Yeah.
So yeah, not bad at all. Obviously, shame about the zombie, but really, who gives a crap? We could just put a journeyman on the line. Yeah, not too bad at all. Good luck. Keep going. Branching out. What
Oh,
else?
God.
760 TV. I'm expecting this to be horrific.
Ho ho!
So this is what happens when you start with 0 rerolls, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
We said it last week. We predicted it, and it's happened. This is a. I mean, actually, to be fair, he's still got a treeman and 2 war dancers. What
Mighty
has he
Blow and the
spent?
War Dancers,
He
right?
spent all his bloody money on an apothecary or something. Save up for a reroll.
yeah.
What is wrong with you? I mean, I love it. I think it's hilarious. But what are you doing? Unbelievable.
As
All
in
right.
you
Well,
lost
I
the
mean,
Cracker.
he's got Mighty Blow on a War Dancer, which again is an unusual.
Yeah.
short. I don't. Does anyone right? do we know if this guy is really inexperienced, or if he's like the other end, which is quite experienced and he's just trying to do something fruity and interesting?
He's level 14 coach, so he's not. So he's obviously played a little bit, but
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, you can get to level 14 by just face rolling the keyboard and potatoing your way through games against the AI. So that doesn't really mean a great deal.
True, but still at that point you'd think rerolls.
Yeah,
you'd know rerolls and to take rerolls.
Yeah, interesting. If you're watching this, dude, let us know what the hell is going on. We're all dying to know.
Honestly, I'd re-roll this team going into the main season just to get re-rolls. No matter what skills you get now, I'd just re-roll it just to get the re-rolls because you're mad.
Yeah, he is nutty. But yeah, we're enjoying watching it. Yeah, Godspeed. All right, let's move on. Ogres, Bonehead United.
That is a high TV already.
Oh wow, he's got an agi up ogre. Nice. Oh, that is awesome. That's what you want right
begins.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that not only is that huge for like ball carrying and stuff like that, but also for the one turner.
He's also bought his apothecary.
Yeah, this is nice. This is like the best ogre start you could really hope for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff.
Ball carrier right there.
Yeah.
Just
Jurgen Klopp. Well,
other than that, it's just a few ogres and some snotling.
Yeah, just staring in awe at that. That's a thing of beauty. Well, congratulations. I'm sure you're going to have a fun season. You are, unfortunately, still ogres, though. Chaos Dwarf. Uzkalak Bulls. What have we got going on here?
Absolutely nothing.
Yep, no change as far as I can tell. But he has got... Looks like he got a touchdown on a Bull Centaur, yeah.
Both Bull Centaurs are on the verge of leveling up.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want right there, innit? Getting your SPP on those guys. So that is a quality start. And I'll be expecting him to go into the season with at least one skilled up Bull Centaur, right? He only needs one.
I'd be tempted to put your hands on a Bull Centaur.
Definitely. Yeah, 100%. Good stuff. All right, let's have a look at MNG United. Other than... So... What's this?
They've got an MNG.
It's just an MNG.
He's
That's all it is.
living up to his name. And a wrestle lineman.
Yeah, that's a pretty good start right there, isn't it? Like, no permanent removals. Got a level on a lineman. He's got 40k, so he's almost got his apothecary, so that's nice.
Blitzer is a casual touchdown away from level up, which is nice.
Pretty solid start for the Elves. Would expect them to go into the main season with at least another skill up.
Yep.
Timber and Toons, another Elven Union side, and these guys
have all the Elven Union this season.
Bludgeon Blitzer, that's really nice. You can run him up the line with that side step now and just create absolute havoc.
Block on a catcher as well, which is nice.
Yeah, that is a really good start. He's obviously lost something. I'm assuming that's a lineman.
Yeah, must have been a lineman. He's got all his other positionals.
He'll get replaced soon enough. Shame he didn't quite get enough for the apothecary, though. I mean, both of those elf teams could get screwed by that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, pretty good. Very good, actually. Well done. Good job, Connor. Alright, best team in the league, Shire Horses.
Debatable.
I mean, you're starting to get bloat on this now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my treeman that got all my injuries died, so, well, he got a movement now. So, nobody wants a movement one treeman, so there's a fresh one.
Should have kept him for the meme.
Well, I don't want to keep him for the meme, because that means I have to go into the next game with one treeman.
But inducement.
Norman Cobb, I've got a dirty player now. That's really all I need.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in any more level ups of any kind. Anything else is just bloat. So one Fowler, 2 treemen, easy wins.
Hail Mary pass diving catch, yeah.
Nah, not interested in any of that. That's
fair enough.
That's for people with strategies and stuff. I'm not interested in that. Right, puppy power. Let's have a look. One flesh golem. Right, moving on.
But it literally is that he's lost a flesh golem. He's got no other development.
He got 2 MVPs though somehow.
Would you be looking at re-rolling?
I believe he wants to re-roll it, but personally,
he got an MVP on a flesh golem, and he's got 5 SPP on his werewolf. What's he whinging about? Yeah,
you can
they're
buy another
expensive.
flesh golem.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Like, this is fine. There's nothing wrong with this at all.
Chances are you can get his next flesh golem next game.
It's shocking and frustrating to lose such an expensive piece, but this is surely those two guys on the verge of leveling have softened the blow. Like,
Oh yeah,
if he can get a TD on that werewolf and a cash on that flesh golem, and 40k out of the game, which statistically he's got a 50% chance of achieving, then I would definitely be keeping this team.
yeah.
Yeah. In case it isn't obvious to anyone watching, this is one of the two coaches that said he wanted to re-roll before the new season. But I don't think that's that bad, really.
The other was the Black Star Sunstars.
Yeah, which we're gonna look out shortly.
We've already looked at them.
Which we've already looked at. So, Ogres. Wait, what ball?
Miss next game Noblar. Other than that,
A collective
Ogres.
6 SPP on Ogres is not to be sniffed at, to be fair. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. Especially with one's just an injury, a casualty away from leveling. That's pretty
Yeah.
decent. He's got his apothecary now as well, so Ogres are safe. Yeah, this could be a lot worse. I think this is pretty. I mean, we've just looked at a ridiculously fortunate ogre coach who went 5 ogres and then got an agi up on one of him. But this is the sensible build, and that's kind of the development that you want in it.
I think I prefer the 5 ogre build.
Well, yeah, so do I. So do I. But this is the kind of let's be conservative and get 3 rerolls build, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, not too bad at all. Let's have a look at these Norse. Tears for Fears.
so he's gone. So for the start, he's gone for the having 3 rerolls but no Yeti. He's lost a lineman. His Ulfwern is on the verge of leveling.
Yeah, that's big. MVP on all.
Berserker and the Runner on the verge of leveling. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
No.
You can't really complain about that, can you? He's gone for the apothecary rather than replacing his absent lineman.
But the absent lineman is just going to be. He's going to have block and loner.
He's just going to be line fodder. So I think that was the right call. I think we all agree that was the right call, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, unless Jack wants to be a contrarian.
No, I think it was right.
At this point, I'd just say either save up for a 4 reroll or save up for the Yeti.
Yeah, and the correct one of those two is the Yeti.
Yeah, I would go for the Yeti as well.
Amazon. Well, gotta say, bold move, not leveling up your line woman. I respect that kind of bravery. Yeah.
Taking bets, I assume they're going to get block, so you can have another blodger.
Yeah, unless it rolls a double, then you're probably going to want to give it guard, aren't you?
Yeah.
Unless it rolls double, then you're going to want to give it strong arm, obviously.
He's purchased block.
Oh, he started with an APO, didn't he? Yeah. Not much else to say here. Couple of line women on the well on the way to leveling there. A couple of blitzers, sorry, well on the way to leveling. That's where you want your SPP.
Yep.
Looks like these could go into the season looking pretty good. So best luck with that, Spilsbury. And last but not least, the Long Eater Mess Orc team. What have we got? No level ups at the moment.
3 rerolls, standard Orc team really.
No SPP on Black Orcs.
Listen,
He could move that blitz from the Black Orc around though.
Yes, you need to click the switch player button and move those two around because I am literally getting AIDS from those not being ordered properly.
Alternatively, you switch Guts Velvet and have some more around.
Yeah, you could do that. Either way, not really much to write home about here, is there? It's good that he got his touchdown on a blitzer. Obviously, he wants to get levels on them. Unfortunately, no SPP on any Black Orcs, which is always a rough sign for Orcs, isn't it? You need to start throwing some blocks with those boys. Not quite got enough for the Apo as well, which is a shame. But next game, you'll get your Apothecary. So, shall we take a look at the schedule?
Schedule for next week.
Shy Horses versus Charm Crows. Shy Horses.
Sorry, I have to give this to the Dark Elves.
Yeah, there's got to be Dark Elf.
Why?
Lightning doesn't strike 3 times, unfortunately. It turns out it strikes twice, but it's not going to strike 3 times.
Charmed Crows. They haven't even got a Witch Elf, mate. Haven't even got a Witch Elf. This is not only am I going to win, but it's going to be easy. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to get drunk first. I'm going to smoke crack while I play.
You best live stream it.
Yeah, I'll live stream me smoking crack. I'm sure that'll go down well with the law. I'm sure I'll still have a job after that. Anyway,
just say it's sugar or something. Flour.
sugar flour. Right, yeah. I'll say it's moon sugar. Or what's that thing that they smoke on Skyrim? And
Moonstone? Moon sugar?
No, the moon sugar is a skooma. That's it. Yeah, I'll get some skooma down me. Yeah. So I predict me. Frankly, I've got it. But you two don't think so, and that's fine. Some people have to be wrong. Tears for Fears.
And this time it's you.
Yeah. Tears for Fears versus Timber and Tunes. So that's Norse versus
one of the Wood Elves.
Pro Elves, I think, isn't it? No, you might. Yeah, no, you might be right. Let's have a look. Elven Union, yeah.
Yeah.
So those guys have got the Blodging Blitzer, which is quite nice. I mean, both of these are pretty decent teams. No one's getting any inducements. Actually, that's not true because these guys are going to have a lineman journeyman. So Timber and Tunes can scoop a little bit if they want to get a babe. What do you think?
I'd be looking at North this early on, just for the sheer amount of block you can put some pressure on them.
Though the elves still always have the potential to just do elfy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if I was the elves in this, I wouldn't even be giving him opportunities for blocks. I'd just be standing people up, dodging them out on a 2-up.
Yeah.
Playing a passing game and just frustrating him. Cause,
what Elven Union are built for, passing game.
Yeah. I think the elves will take it.
Yeah, potentially. I think the elves will take it.
I'm sticking with Norse.
All right, okay, good. We're getting some disagreements here. I like it. This is what it's. We need that really. Bonehead United versus Halfling Shortage. Obviously, this Halfling team has now played both ogre teams one after the other, which is nonsense. I have to play like top tier teams like Dark Elves and Lizards, and I'm still smashing out the wins. This guy Lewis just getting the easy route. But yeah, I mean, I think
Dave's possibly going to win this by the pure fact of experience, and the Agi 3 Ogre is going to be very hard to get the ball off.
Yeah.
If he doesn't bonehead.
Yeah, and that's a big if, innit?
Yeah. And I feel like the Bonehead United may just edge it out.
I don't know. I disagree. I think the Halflings will win. Like 5 ogres are amazing until you come up against some treemen,
which you just don't fight.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily have that option, do you? Especially if they start boneheading.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this one to the Flings, I think. What do you reckon, Jared?
I've got to give it to Bonehead United.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm always going to back Flings regardless. I don't care if
I think he's going to do some work in this game.
I just think neither of you two appreciate how powerful these Flings are. They're currently the most successful race in the whole of our league. Numbers don't lie, lads. Right. Anyway, Absolutely Barking Mad versus Puppy Power. Oh, that's a necro off.
It is a necro off.
So I predict that the team that will win will be the one with 2 flesh golems instead of 1. What do you think?
I think on paper, yes, but you've got to take into account the coach is Graham, who is
by far the most experienced person in the entire league. Because he's very old. And his mind is slowly going so it could go to the other necromantic team.
Yeah, I was going to say,
he does tilt easily, which is also another.
I mean,
and you've got claw on both sides, so can't even say that.
However, Graham does have one thing the Absolutely Barking Mad doesn't have is he has the 2 whites, so he does have 2 built-in block, which could work. Makes a ball carrier potentially that's harder to take down.
He's going to get some inducements as well.
Yeah.
About 1 flesh golem's worth.
Unfortunately, no. He's actually going to get 90k inducement. Yeah. I think. Maybe less, depending on journeyman. If anyone has to take any.
Well, he will. So that'll be 40k.
Yeah. Absolutely, Barking Mad need to take a zombie as well.
So he's not going to get that much. Do you know what? I think it's probably going to be a draw.
I think Graham's experience is probably going to edge out.
I think Graham as well.
Damn, we've disagreed on everything, lads. What's it like being this wrong?
Me and Max seem to be agreeing quite well, though.
I know,
Yeah.
and I don't like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hate to pull rank, but I am a lot older than you two, and therefore that means I inherently know everything about everything. That's how it works.
But you're
Right.
not bald.
Alright, Gammon.
I'm quite the opposite actually. All right, Journeyman United versus Woodtuggers. This is another alpha.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. This is a clear cut victory, surely.
see, one is depicted as being absolutely mental, but is actually become really good, and the other one is Jack.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
what do you say? You've got two crazy people playing proper races in a proper
I feel-
game.
And
yeah, this is a tough
don't
one to call.
don't be too shocked, but I'm going to give it to Jack on the pure fact of he has gotten very good at playing Blood Bowl. Surprisingly, after
I wouldn't.
well,
Yeah.
I've seen you playing at a lot of the tournaments, on actual tabletop, and I've seen you playing at those a lot now recently. And it turns out you're actually really good. So I may have to give it to you, unfortunately. As
Yeah.
much as I hate saying that.
I mean, I don't disagree with what you've just said, but I think that it's just going to be some high score draw, to be honest with you. Neither of them look clearly weaker than the other.
I mean, I've got to give it to myself. Otherwise, I'd be an unoptimistic pessimist.
God, stop copying me.
Yeah. All right. Games, white meat games my dad played. So what we have is
we have goblins versus
yeah.
undead.
I mean, the undead coach is relatively inexperienced. Chris isn't, but Chris is playing goblins, which might level the playing field a bit. So, that's a tough one to call.
I've got to give it to white meat.
Yeah. Also, again, give it to white meat because goblins.
I don't know. I think Chris might actually edge this because Pat might not be quite familiar with how to exploit goblins' weaknesses.
Yeah.
And goblins do have strengths, and if you can't exploit the weaknesses, then the strengths are going to come at you. So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
As normally, I'd probably. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chris. I think the goblins will actually take this.
The main strength and weakness of the goblins are the secret weapons, because they all have a repercussion for falling over or knocking themselves out, and getting any scores force them to use up bribes.
Yeah.
I mean, my policy is to assume that that will even itself out, and some of them will work. And if some of them work, I don't know if Pat will be able to respond appropriately. So I think I'm gonna go with goblins. Yeah.
I'm going with undead.
All right. Gamma Girls,
Jack?
Long Eaten Mess. So we've got Amazons versus a fresh Orc coach. He's not got any tackle. So it's all going to come down to whether or not the Amazon's armor holds up in it, really.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to Amazons. They've got a significant amount of block, which the Orcs don't have.
Yeah.
And also
Again, I'm going to have to go with Amazons.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree. If this was like 8 games from now and the Orcs had got a load of development, I think we'd be saying the exact opposite. But
Oh, God, yeah.
But yeah, these Amazons have just got so much starting skill. Plus, he's a more experienced coach, I think. So, yeah, we'll go with Zons, but I hope we're proven wrong. Wait, what ball versus branching out? So that's
That's
Ogres.
Ogre versus rerollless Wood Elves.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty good.
Usually, you'd give this to the Wood Elves.
Yeah.
But they've got no rerolls.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that the guy who plays the no reroll Wood Elves doesn't watch Smash of the Day yet, because well, at the very least didn't take our advice last week and get some rerolls. So, Matt, if you're watching this, you just play conservatively and you will definitely win, because you can't reroll anything. So, yeah, I think
And if you are watching this, put in the comments your reasoning for no rerolls. I'm really...
we really need to know, why have you not got any rerolls, no rerolls guy? So... I'm just going to give this to Ogres because they have rerolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all
And Armor 7 versus Mighty Blow doesn't tend to go well.
Yeah, especially when you've got no rerolls. and even dodging out is a potential death for you. Black Hole Sunstars versus Littlefoot's Legion. Do you know what? As bad as his start might have been, this is the game. That is the matchup.
Yeah.
That could rescue that for him, because he's got the the Lizardman coach has only got 4 Saurus, so that means he's got 4 Strength 4, and the Chaos have got 4 Strength 4. He's got way more Skinks than you'd usually have, so he can beat up on them.
And he's got the Crocs.
And he's got the he's got the Crocs, but that's not really.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
well,
Littlefoot Legion having a bad start. This would be their game because
I mean both of these guys have got the team that they should want to play, and it's basically going to come down to luck and a bit of skill. But one of them is going to come out of this thinking, I probably don't need to re-roll a team. So which one will it be is the question.
The decider for me in this one is probably going to be the Skinks, and they're going to be difficult to take down because of the lack of block and tackle. Yeah. And possibly the Crocs is going to be able to very much knock the Chaos Warriors out of the way.
I think
that Crocs will have changed the game, and I think Littlefoot's is on paper the better team.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Littlefoot.
I mean, I also will give it to Littlefoot's Legion, but what I will say is, the Chaos team, if they get both downs on those Skinks with a Chaos Warrior or something, just take it. Because you're likely, the chances of you coming out worse from that is very slim, and you just want to get some levels on those Chaos Warriors. It doesn't matter if you win the game, really. It's pre-season. Just get some levels on those Chaos Warriors. But yeah, he knows that. He doesn't need me to tell him that. Right, last up, the Uzkalak Bulls versus MNG United. Bunch of Chaos Dwarves with tackle. Obviously going to be problems for the Elves, right? Although, actually, have those guys got many dodge pieces? Where are we at? MNG United. Elven Union.
Yep.
They've got no dodge at all, so that's going to be completely irrelevant, so ignore that.
They do have block, the Chaos Dwarf.
Yeah. I mean, this is your classic who's going to win, the fighty team or the passy dodgy team, and there's no real clear better side for me.
If the Chaos Dwarf bash well, it's going to go into the Chaos Dwarf's favour, but the Elven Union could just pass it around them. Other than the Bull Centaurs, they're fairly slow.
Yeah. I'm going to say... see, we haven't really seen this Chaos Dwarf coach play much either, have we? So we just don't really know.
I think it's going to be the Elven Union that's going to manage to win it.
I'm inclined to agree, to be honest. I think the Elves will take it. Just because Sam's a good coach, we know how good he is. We don't know how good the Chaos Dwarf coach is. He could prove us wrong, but I'm going to give it to MNG United. What do you think, Jack?
Yeah, Sam knows what he's doing, so I've got to give it Elves, unfortunately.
I
think that's mainly just the coach rather than on paper.
Yeah, we just don't know, do we? Like, if he's decent, then he's going to obviously give him a run for his money. Well, that's your lot. This is the last week of non-league games for Division 2, so enjoy that SPP while you can. It's going to start mattering next week. Thanks for joining me, lads.
Thank you for having us.
No problem.
My pleasure. All right, good luck, everyone.